Hey everybody, today we're doing we're going to do a test run first, but this is a sticky note pad holder and we are doing the experiment on cardboard. And I'm assuming that we're doing the engraving first and then the cutting later, the cutting after that.
Yes.
So the settings for the engraving on the cardboard, would they differ a lot from wood?
Yes. Well, I have to look at what our settings are for wood, but for the cardboard, we're using 300 millimeters a second at 7% power, and I'm doing 150 lines per inch for
Okay.
this.
All right, so let's see. This is a way to save your good materials and tweak your settings. Go ahead, honey. Um, Make sure your sizes are right. Cardboard isn't that much of a loss if you don't have what you want instead of wasting wood, which is expensive. So you can see with the cardboard, there's a lot of smoke, like it's, smudged from the smoke. So I won't make you watch this whole thing. I'll bring you back when we're close to being finished. So now we're at the cutting stage on the notebook, or I'm sorry, I keep saying post-it note holder, and that's a pen. That's an area for a pen that's cut out. And now we have to test whether the cutouts fit the notepad, the sticky note, post-it, and the pen. So you can do all kinds of different themes. The person I would be making this for loves the beach and plants and stuff. And then her name will be in acrylic over the top of this. So he's grabbing a pen and a notepad to see if that fits. And honey, those are different pens than the initial shipment that I got, so they may or may not be the same. Does that fit?
No,
No. See, this is why we practice on cardboard.
it needs to be slightly taller.
Okay. So this avoids you wasting wood. Got these pens. And do you have the small magnets? Really teeny tiny magnets? Because I saw them using the magnets to hold the metal parts of the pen in place.
I may have some magnets.
So, all right. So we need to make the post-it area a little bit taller, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Cameron made a little bit of a discovery. He said that when you get to the bottom of your post-it notes, it's hard to grab them, and that's what this arc is for. Well, then that would mean that you would really be writing all of your notes upside down so that you could get to the very bottom. So his idea, because he's an engineer, is to just flip this so that you can put the post-it notes in the way you would use them and write them, and then this little curve for your finger would be in the right place. Genius! I can't believe there's so many of these designs out there and none of them operate that way. But he's going to twist it, turn it, flip it around and make it work logically. So, after some experimentation, as I am prone to doing, we changed direction a little bit about the material that we'll use. And it's this bright green that we're going to use for this design. And we've masked it because it chars and smokes a lot. So it'll be a nice clean pull. And Cameron says this will be about 10 minutes. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what settings are you using?
For the engraving, I'm using 200 millimeters a second and 80% power with 200 lines per inch. And that's giving it a nice dark color,
Okay.
well engraved.
All right. So we'll get it started and then I'll bring you back for the finish and the reveal.
Shoot, it's not what I wanted.
What?
I didn't want it to cut yet.
Oh. All right. So can we just switch to engrave and it'll be all right because it's still attached?
Yep.
Okay. So you see that he did turn that upside down, which is really right side up for how you're going to use it. So you see all this smoke and char. This would be all over. Well, did he I'll give you a sense of how much that smoke gets all over everything? So that's why we masked it. And we're also doing it so that the engraving is a really high contrast. So we knew it would be extra smoky. So, and this is, what is this material? I know it's laminated on both sides, but
it's MDF.
MDF. Okay. This is MDF and it's from Smoky Hill Design, which if you're interested in laser stuff and you don't follow her and you've never purchased anything from her, she's incredible. Her name is Angela Cruz. Her company is Smoky Hill Design, and she has just the most innovative, creative materials I have seen anywhere for laser. So check her out. She's here on YouTube. Okay, the engraving is done, and now he's going to cut out the whole piece. And then you just peel the tape away, and you have half of the project. Okay, so now that we have weeded the top part of the Post-it note holder, we're going to cut her name out. This is 1/8 inch acrylic, and it's hot pink, which I'll show you later, but this doesn't usually take long. What's wrong?
I put something behind it to help with flashback, and I didn't realize it was going to be on fire.
It is on fire, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a fire.
That's on fire. Should have used something else. So we may have to redo this.
We might. Wow. That really burned through. Well, I'm wondering. Well,
Yeah.
it looks pretty fried on the back.
Yeah, we're going to have to redo it.
Oh, and it's warped.
Yep.
Is it too much
My
power?
mistake. No, it was the flame. Like, I had put this underneath it to help prevent flashback.
Yeah.
And I should not have used this material. I should have put like a piece of metal.
Okay.
Because the paper on here was catching on fire.
I see. Okay. Oh, we're not going to use that. But let's see for size. You know what? I think I'd like to see this a little thicker. Can we thicken this up a little and maybe scale it up just maybe 10%?
Sure.
Okay. We'll be back. Okay, so here we go, take two. He scaled it up by 10% and then thickened the lines a little bit. And he elevated it quite a bit. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there. So we'll see how this goes. Acrylic is usually like the simplest thing we do. No fire. Yeah, that'll be nicer. I think that'll be good.
All
All
right.
right.
I hope it went all the way through. The little pieces fell out, so it should have.
Okay. Well, I know you said you adjust the power a little bit for 1/8 inch versus 1/4 inch acrylic.
Yep.
Oops. Sorry, people. Oops. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That went through. Okay. So we'll have to peel the paper off of that, but that's how that'll go. Also, in addition to the big CO2 laser, we have a 3D printer going, printing a dock. Is that right?
Yes. Tool
Another
head
one of
dock.
those, and that's what these are. And then over here, we have Mindy's magnets being printed. So we've got all kinds of things going on today. It's fun. So Cameron engraved this pen on the CO2 laser, and it didn't come out as shiny silvery as he wanted to see it. So we put it in the fiber laser to see if there will be a difference in terms of what the engraving looks like. All right. That doesn't take long. The setup takes a lot longer. What do you think?
I think it's. I think it's about the same,
Really?
but we'll see.
All right. Yeah, I think it looks sharper though.
It
Let's see.
is. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It is
hold
a little
on.
better.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you can see that that's the fiber laser, and that is the CO2 laser.
Yeah.
So it is clearer, sharper. So we should probably do it on that. Do you think if you cranked up the power, it would go through more and be shiny, or do you think it's
You,
etching?
it's already etching into the metal.
Okay.
It's not going to go through more.
Okay.
I mean, it will go through more, but it's not going to look different.
Yeah. Okay. But I
Um,
do think that the quality, the resolution is better on the fiber laser.
yeah.
Do you know why? I don't.
Uh, I think it just has finer resolution than the CO2.
Okay. All right. So that's how we'll do it.
Okay.
So now we're going to do Karen's pen. All finished?
Yep.
How nice is that? Oh, this is going to be such a fun gift.